It's time for a dance.
It's Shakira half hour on Magic TV.
Woo!
I love it. I love it. Look, only a gay would bother to have flowers. I feel like I've got a studio.
I love it.
I'm pretending my house is normally like this.
Don't worry.
Oh God.
I have my festoons behind me.
Oh yeah, nobody knows a guy.
You're Madonna.
You're Madonna mug.
I love it. I've got the same one, babes.
Oh well, that really doesn't surprise me at all.
Look at on the side. We have Madonna behind us. She's
Yeah,
watching
well,
over us.
well, as you know, I've had a lot of Zoom envy. I've been doing Zoom. I don't know why they call it Zoom. It takes absolutely ages. You start a Zoom chat and you're like, that's been like 4 hours. It's not Zoom at all. And then my cousin joined in the other day, and she's 71. So we spent 30 minutes trying to. She was nobody talks. So this is amazing.
I do the same thing with my team at Chapel of Chapel with Zoom chats. It's like everyone's going miles an hour. It's like the screen's not matching with the volume.
Oh, it's hysterical. Zoom meetings. I mean, we'll never forget this period. Do you know, where if 18 people are trying to have a conversation and one person just goes like that, sorry, and then the thing goes up like stop talking. Oh, it's hysterical. You think you're quite technical, and then suddenly this happens, and you're like, I don't have a clue. I mean, me and you trying to do this half an hour ago was hysterical. I was in my bed.
I wake you up. Sorry.
I love that. I might do in bed with Craig Hill, like Madonna did.
Why not?
By the way, I'm loving the names of these people. Agnes Brody and Watermelon Cocoa Pop just came up. Who doesn't have anyone called Watermelon Cocoa Pop? Can people just change their names when they join in? Because it's much more fun to read Watermelon Cocoa Pop.
We love my Watermelon Cocoa Pop.
But yeah, I was doing a couple of Zoom things and I got really jealous because I suddenly realized my laptop, this is my phone. My laptop is, there's Watermelon Cocoa Pop with 3 kisses. Watermelon Cocoa Pop. I'm going to get a song for her. I'm assuming it's a lady, be quite a homosexual name with it. Watermelon Cocoa Pop.
Never know. It could be male.
Oh, can I tell you my Cocoa Pop story? Everyone's got one.
Please.
You know, suddenly during this period, when you're going shopping, you think, well, you better do a blooming big shop. You can't just go out for 1 or 2 things. So I find myself grabbing all these things I don't normally grab. Do you know, Tampax? No, but I mean, like, you're suddenly shopping and you're thinking, I better grab more stuff. So I remember grabbing Cocoa Pops the other day, thinking, why am I grabbing Cocoa Pops? Just to make my bag look a bit more full. And all I really wanted was chocolate.
Oh, bless you. You should put Cocoa Pops with bananas. It's delicious.
Oh, really? Wow. That's amazing. Are you 8?
I love Cocoa Pops with banana. It's delicious.
But yeah, I got really, we were in this Zoom meeting the other day, and everyone had their rooms looked amazing. And I normally sit over there. It's the shittest part of my room. It just looks dark, and my laptop's from 2010, so it looks really crap. And I was like, everything else looks amazing. I look like I'm 86. So, so today, I thought, right, I'll try and get a wee bit of art in the background and a wee flower. So it looks like my jumper I bought especially. I bought my jumper for the NHS. Look.
Oh my goodness, I love
That was me. That was me in the street last night. Everyone's going, is that an NHS jumper? Or you guy?
Both.
But yeah, so yeah, it looks like I'm wearing grey, but actually I'm wearing colours. Look, colours, especially for people joining in. How's it tea?
Tez has joined the house.
Ah, hell no. Designed by Wolf. I mean, this is just lovely. People have fantastic names on Instagram. I'm going to call myself that. Designed by Imperial Romani.
Is that your new name for Instagram?
No, I think it could be better than that. I think mine would be Instagram, and I would turn up as somebody's granny. Wouldn't that be funny? How does that spank? Wouldn't that be funny? I'd love to do that and invent a wee character. I'm sure somebody must have done that by now. A wee Instagram. Do you know, who doesn't know how to work it? So you go like that, what's this? Facebook, what? That's my Facebook.
And then you put your mouth closed. Ah, what's going on?
I wouldn't do that. The last time I did that, I got in a lot of trouble.
So how have you been coping in isolation? You should be in Melbourne at the moment with the comedy festival.
Yeah, this is normally the time I would actually be there. I mean, no, it's really nice to spend isolation. Freezing! No, no, actually, I'll tell you what, I've not been in Scotland in April for nearly 7 years, and it's been a pleasant surprise. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I mean, it's really, really gorgeous. I don't know if you saw one of the videos I put up of Calton Hill, which is this hill. It's gorgeous, and the views have been lovely. The sunsets have been gorgeous. It's a little bit cold, but I've been cycling. I've decided to cycle somewhere every single day to use that little hour of exercise to just to see a different part of Edinburgh and capture it and take some nice photo. Just turn your negative into a positive.
Oh, nice, babes. I love it.
Nice. See, now chatting to you, people can say that I'll base my accent, my Australian accent, mainly based on you.
Sorry.
Oh, there you are. Steve Bowman, 69, just said such a good pick. He just said it was a nice pick. No, not that pick. Okay, Madonna. No, no, the sunset over Carlton Hill. Yeah, so I've absolutely been loving cycling. I took myself up the canal the other day. Why does everything I say sound so rude? I literally, Edinburgh has this beautiful canal, but it's a little bit close for people passing by. So I felt the danger and took myself out the equation.
Do you put your hands out and say, don't touch me?
No. I just, every time a cycle passed by, I just pushed them in the canal. It's easy. You'll learn.
Don't get too close to me, babes.
So yeah, no, it's fine actually. It's fine. It's funny the things you end up doing though, isn't it? I bought an app the other day, a bird song app, because suddenly there's no traffic and I realized there's birds in my garden. Who knew? And I was listening to and I swear I heard, oh, with a smile and a song. I heard the birds singing, right? And somebody just joined called Amalfi Dreams. I'm loving the highfalutin names. Oh, I'm in the Amalfi, so anyway, so where was I? Yes, I was in my garden the other day and I heard these tweets and I thought, I've never, in all my 50 years, I've never stopped and thought, I wonder what that bird does. I've turned into somebody's dad or somebody's granddad. So I downloaded an app called What Is That Bird? And it turns out, this is not even a joke, it came up on my phone and it said you have a 99% chance of thrush in your garden.
Only you, babes.
I honestly couldn't believe it. 99% chance of thrush in my garden.
So every morning in your garden.
Well, every morning I wake up, I open my doors and I just look out and go, morning thrush. And it's really sweet. So yeah, I started downloading apps to listen to bird songs. And the name is somebody just called Madame Footy. I absolutely love the Bakery Lane. I don't even know what that means, but I like it. Johnny McAteer, that sounds more Scottish. They are Johnny McAteer. He shows no fear. So so I was out in the garden doing, and then somebody said to me, do you know that there's a little app you can identify your plants in your garden?
Oh, I got that. I bought that app.
I know, I'm so sad. I downloaded it as well. And then the funny thing is, you know how the names of the flowers in your garden or any garden are always hard to remember. So one of mine is called Ceanothus. And I could never remember that I couldn't remember that for ages. And then I suddenly thought, oh, that sounds like two Italian women arguing about whether one of them is high maintenance or not. So you go to, Ceanothus. See, Ceanothus. And then I thought, oh, Ceanothus. So now I never forget the name of that plant. And years ago, I remember being in the Botanic Gardens in Edinburgh, and there was a really complicated name, was Blumenbachia acantifolia. And I remember that because I suddenly thought someone was from up north having a bit of an argument. Oh, Blumenbachia acantifolia. Do you know? I suddenly thought that's the way to remember plants and names, is to think of something ridiculous. Think of a ridiculous association.
Well, my plants in my house are quite easy to remember. I've got Madonna Lily.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
I've got,
What a shame you
I,
couldn't find a more homosexual plant.
well, it came to me, babes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it did. It's called that. Yeah, I've got a
It's
lovely little plant.
it's Madonna Lily, but she's poisonous. Apparently, you can't eat it.
Wow. Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, oh, that's a good name. Gay plant names. Oh, little mini dildo. It's funny, isn't it, though? One thing I love about this lockdown that's really strange is, you know how you suddenly go when you're in a group of people, you're up, there's 4 of you and you're drinking, you think, I didn't really drink that much. You can't really say that anymore, can you? Just one bottle. It's got 1 or 2 bottles and there's only your name on it.
Exactly. You're the only one to blame now for your drinking.
Do you know, I had a disco the other night. I tried to see if I could do it. Me and my friend dancing to the B-52s in the house. I should have shared that. It would have been quite fun.
Was it a FaceTime or was it a Zoom?
Well, oh God, can you imagine? We were there for half an hour trying to work out how to do it. And then eventually she just said, just you play it and I'll dance. So that was her. She had a glitter ball. My friend had a glitter ball in the screen. Oh, somebody called Me Peachy has just joined. These names are so entertaining. I'm going to change my internet name, Me Peachy. So my friend had a glitter ball, and she had sunglasses. And what did I have? Well, I was thinking next week, if I do a bit of a dance, I'm going to do goth night and like wear a wig and have hair again.
Why not?
Because you know how the whole world. Oh, look at you! You've got a wig. I'm so jealous. All right, I'm going to.
Where's yours, babes?
This is mine. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. It all seemed like yesterday. They knew I was gay.
But I can have different hairstyles as well.
Oh yeah, I'm quite jealous of your wig.
I can put on the side.
Again. Oh, I love it upside downy wiggy. If I now I don't know what to do for a wig.
Come on, you're gonna get a wig.
I've got to improv.
It's Friday night. Bye.
I actually quite like it. It's quite nice to get a whiff of a. It's got, what's that? Brocal Cockdunmoor. Oh, that's an interesting name. Yeah. So quite rustic. Oh, this is like the scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I love it. Can you blow it? Can you blow your fringe?
I love it. I love that. How come I always get the fuzzy end of the lollipop?
I used to always.
The next time I'm going to do this in a way.
When I was a kid, I used to wear my skivvy and go.
It's really funny how when people are really worried about, do you know what to do with the hair? I've come up with a solution. Well, somebody called Margaret McCluskey said it suits me. Oh, I remember Margaret McCluskey. I think she lives in Australia, if I'm right. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Nice, different, unusual.
I like it.
Oh, watermelon Cocoa Pop loves Liza Bonita.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the thing about watermelon Cocoa Pop. Do you know, tropical the island breeze. all of nature, Dan and Freud. I'm hosting a pub quiz for my friends. Can you believe that? They lumbered me with that.
Is it a gay quiz or is it
I wish it was, because I who know nothing, I know absolutely, I am rubbish. Somebody said I'm going to miss you at the festival this year, babe. Agnes Browdy, I'm going to miss you too. Oh, it's a shame we're not doing the Edinburgh Festival. How did you feel over there in Australia when the Melbourne Comedy Festival was cancelled? I know, it's shocking.
It was, yeah.
But, you know, it happens for good reasons, you know. So we have to, 22 degrees here in Methil. This girl from Methil has just said it's 22 degrees.
Where is Meth Hill?
Meth is Methil in Fife. It's not that far away, but it's warm, apparently. I don't know why I'm doing this. It could be in the sun.
Thank you, Babs.
Do you know what I've been doing every day as well? I've started reading so I can pretend to people that I can read, because I don't really read very much. And my friends go, "You can't actually read, can you?" Of course I can. And I've started reading Tales in the City, because I was worried I might not be gay anymore. If you locked in the house for too long. I
love Tales of the City. It's my favorite.
I know, but you know, I love the way you say Tales of the City. How different does that sound in our accents? I love that. Tales of the City in my accent, and use Tales of the City.
Tales of City vibe.
It's really hard to do your accent without sounding like constipated while you're saying Tales of the City. Tales of the City. I'll translate Tales of the City. So yeah, I've been sitting in my garden. I got a Kindle, and I sat in the garden, and it's amazing. You can actually read it and everything. And I've been sitting there, yeah, every morning reading Tales of the City. It's quite fun, actually. Really, really quite fun. So the other morning, Anna Madrigal was on the beach helping a businessman how to let go by flying a kite. Apparently, that's all you need to do. Yeah, it was quite fun. And then, I've got lovely gay neighbours.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, they're both bald as well. So there's a girl next to us. So the other day I made these on Easter Sunday. I boiled all these eggs and left 3 identical bald ones, and then put a wig on the other one. So that all of us got a wee nod towards Easter Sunday. That was hysterical. And what I did is I used a leather lace on top of the hair, so the girl is your hair. And then I looked at her hair and I thought, it's pretty much like that actually. Her hair looks like leather lace. It's all big short curls. But my neighbours have been so lovely. The other day, they actually left out, can you believe this? They left out 3 toilet rolls, 3 tins of beans, and 3 hand sanitizers in a row. Help yourself.
Oh, it's so nice.
Isn't that lovely?
It's community, babes.
But it's funny because you have to do it in a certain order, because all those things are actually related if you think about it. Eat beans, wipe and clean.
Done.
I love the way it comes. I've never done one of these before, and Sharon Liz Stewart just joined in. It's quite nice, the names coming up. It's amazing how many people use the middle names, isn't it?
It's so beautiful. But tell me, Craig, how did you get
into... Tell me. I'm like Celine Dion. You can't ask her a question without singing.
I love it.
Tell me, what is it true? How have I forgotten the words of Madonna's song?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Babes, how did you get into comedy?
Well, it's just some people give... I mean, I just like a natural answer, Oh my God, where'd they come from? How did I get into comedy? Well, I quite like it. It's quite a silly story. I was an actor, and I was just doing theatre and education, and one of my friends, who was an Irish girl who Sinead worked in, she's Irish, and she worked in the Gilded Balloon, and she just said to me, I have booked a gig for you. And I said, what kind of gig? And she said, I booked a gig, I just saw somebody from Miss Bride come up, and I got distracted there. That's where I come from. So yeah, my friend she worked at the Gilded Balloon as a press officer, and she booked a gig for me without telling me. And she told me about a week before or 4 days before or something. And she just said, I've done something really bad. And I said, what? She went, I booked a gig for you. And I said, what gig? She went, a comedy gig. And I went, I'm not a comedian. She went, I think you are. or she, in her Irish side, I think you are. So she booked a gig for me 20 years ago. And I went and did the gig, and I was really surprised. I only did 4 minutes or something, but honestly, it was the most exciting thing I'd ever done up to that point. I'd done lots of other exciting things, but we're not allowed to talk about them on Instagram.
So you were you just finished a Bachelor of Theatre. You're an actor.
I don't think I'll go as far as Bachelor of Theatre. Yeah, we did a diploma.
I was talking about diploma.
Well, we did diploma. If anyone asks, it was a degree.
Yeah.
And it was in Queen Margaret College, where they test to see if you're a queen in United Margaret. Yeah, Queen Margaret College. And I have to say, I absolutely loved that. That's how I ended up living in Edinburgh, because I lived in East Kilbride outside Glasgow, and I went to drama college, and I travelled every day for 6 months from East Kilbride, and then I thought, this is exhausting. So I ended up moving here, and I absolutely love going to drama college. I absolutely loved it, honestly. I mean, if I didn't go to drama college, would I be able to do this?
Babes, money well spent, babes. That's you.
Money well spent. What makes me laugh at the moment, how everyone at the moment is going, oh God, it's funny, the lockdown makes you emotional, doesn't it? And I'm like, yeah, you're drunk. Oh my God, isn't it funny? I told my neighbour that, I said, I tend not to drink. If I'm by myself, I wouldn't drink very much. And then, so she bought me chocolates and bought the other neighbour wine. I was like, I drink sometimes. There's one bam pam pam. Pam just joined.
Hey, tell us about the talent quest when you were 10 years old.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I wish I'd never mentioned that. No, on my street, it wasn't a talent contest.
You won an award.
Yeah, I won an award. It was a neighbour that said, I think that was good. So basically, it was at the time we had this program called Tiz Was, and people used to phone up Tiz Was and impersonate people. And so we did this silly thing on our street, and I impersonated Cleo Lane, going and Cilla Black and all that nonsense. And so it wasn't really a talent competition. I wish I'd never mentioned that. Take that off Wikipedia now.
It's Wikipedia, babe. It's on there.
I know. I think I put it on, or someone told me to put it on. Well, it was the beginning. I didn't know what to say. I love that picture you sent me the other day, the very first picture I'd ever done for the List magazine. Remember oh my God, I looked like I was 12.
1998.
1998.
Yeah.
Closet detoxer. Tell everyone, look at this. Me Peachy 9 says I'm a closet detoxer. Tell everyone, I'm not really a closet detoxer. Honestly, if you'd seen me the other night when I woke up at 4 o'clock on my own sofa, and I hadn't even left the house. How does that happen? Do you know, I do think these Zoom parties are really working as parties. Like, I really feel like I'm catching up with people. Even this is amazing. You know, this is really lovely. Steph.chaps, C-A-P-P-S.
Hi, Steph.chaps.
Oh, that's someone leather.
I like the leather in that.
I like that. That's somebody hell for leather. Steph.chaps joined. Oh, you can make a whole Instagram live, just join. There's Mikey. He's got
Mikey.
I like it. I like it, Mikey. I'm loving their names. People should change their names for this. Yeah, what would I call myself? Oh, Madam Footy says assless chaps. Oh, well, I do like that at 11:22 in the morning. Oh, do you know, I bought leather trousers recently just to see, do you know, if I could fit into them.
How'd you go?
I don't. No, I do. They're actually quite good. And I was thinking, the problem with leather trousers is you end up like this, don't you? You try them on day one, you're like. So somebody said you need to break them in by gardening. I'm not gardening in leather trousers. I've always secretly wanted to be a rock star, so I kind of thought if I went to a gig or something, I could wear all black and look a bit mean and moody like me in my 20s when I was a goth.
Do it. So you've been clearing the garden bush. I have photos.
Been. Yeah, honestly, do you know, I'm very lucky because the sun hits my bush at 11 o'clock every morning. Not even a joke. And the other day, my bush is overgrown, and I said to my friend, "What's the problem? What's the problem with that?" And he said, he's Australian, by the way, so I'm not even putting this on. He said, "It's your ivy. It's strangling your bush." It's true. So my ivy was strangling my bush, and I sent him a photograph because I'm an idiot. And I said, "Look at that, me Peachy 9. Ooh, me Peachy 10. So I actually sat and cut all the ivy off my bush like I was a proper bush gardener. And then I had this entrance at the back, don't we all? And you can't, at the moment it's overgrown, so it is like going in the line which in the wardrobe, trying to go through it. So I trimmed it down, and now it's really lovely. And then I remembered, of course, I'm a hairdresser. So if you're a hairdresser, you should be able, shouldn't you, to cut the edge off your bush quite neatly. So I just thought, this is like hairdressing. And can I just commiserate all those people out there who are, imagine what it's like not being able to go to a hairdresser. I mean, you know, not for me, because I shaved me out.
How do you do it? How do you shave at the back?
With a lot of faith.
I'm scared.
No, but basically I hold the clippers like that and move it like that. I always start here. I always start there every morning, except for this morning, Instagram Live. You know, who cares what you look like? And show there, and then do this and do all this. No, I do it every morning, and then I do the back. But yeah, it's I feel quite sorry for people. I feel like I wish there must be some people telling people how to cut their own hair. You know, at the moment, if you have a fringe, you have people go at that and cut their own fringe. They go, "Oh my God, it's wonky." I would pull it up and out. Because then it falls feathery.
How long were you doing hairdressing for?
I was a hairdresser for 3 years. So I'll tell you how I got that job, right? Yes. I worked for, this is really funny. My boss said he would never be successful with his real name, which was Paul Smith, which is hysterical. And that was before Paul Smith was famous.
How ironic.
How ironic. So he said, I'm not joking, he said, I'm going to call this salon after something. He said it was after some posh part of London, so he called it Paul Kensington. He said it was between Kensington and Mayfair. And I said, he should have called it Paul Mall. That would have been funnier. So he called it Paul Kensington, and I worked there for years in Glasgow and Shannons, and I was a hairdresser, and this is how I got my job. I left school, and I opened the Yellow Pages, you know, the kind of, I don't know if you call that in Australia, but Yellow Pages. And basically, I went through the alphabet until I got a job. So, I mean, I got to P. I was very enthusiastic. Because I decided I wanted to be a hairdresser because I used to love playing with my cousin's Barbie doll, which was the first sign. I did, honestly, I used to put my cousin's Barbie doll in a pleat and then say, don't tell anyone I did that.
I was obsessed with Barbie dolls as well, don't worry.
And what was the one, Girls World, the one you pulled the hair out and it got longer?
Oh, I can't remember that doll name.
Oh my God, it was like magic.
It was a magic hair.
It was magic hair. You pulled the doll's hair and you said, oh my gosh, she's got a one-length bob. I've got a friend called Bob and I always want him to grow one-length bob. So he literally is one-length bob. Oh, Jose T doesn't know how to pronounce that. He says he also did the same with the Girls World.
And I love these ones.
French. I know, I've got that terrible habit. I've mentioned it on stage quite a lot. Me fixing that phone. I think it's a sweat
I've been doing it too.
No, but I think I do it because I get sweaty on stage and I end up just doing all this, moving it to one side and doing all that. But actually, it does look like you've got a bob. And like that, I sometimes go and blow my newly cut fringe, which is great fun.
I love it.
Have you had to, by the way, have you been doing that Eurovision thing?
No, we haven't had.
Yeah, every Saturday on Twitter, the Eurovision people are showing a version of Eurovision. Last week was 1987 with Love, Shine a Light Inside My Big Shiny Tights. That was on Saturday. And me and my friends were all watching it. It was a technical nightmare. We had a Zoom thing on one side. We had them speaking through a loudspeaker. We had one earphone in, a phone showing you Eurovision, and us commenting. It was the most exhausting thing I've ever done in my life. And we played a game called Let's Pretend We Don't Know Who Wins, even though we knew it was the only time the UK had won in years. Oh, Paul Music Vocals has just joined in. I want to know why he's called Paul Music Vocals. Maybe he could help me sing.
Exactly. You have a lovely voice, Craig. And we don't get to see it very often. So I was wondering if you can sing us a number.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. And Monica 75. We're waiting for your cabaret show.
Yes.
Callum Horns just joined in. Callum Horns. These names are amazing.
When are we getting the cabaret? Craig killed the cabaret.
And do you know what I really...
Chapel of Chapel.
I have always wanted to go.
Go anywhere else, babes.
That you did.
That you did.
I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to do a cabaret show. I would genuinely love to do a cabaret show. It is late and I'm alone, and he does not telephone, but I make him feel that everything is good. 'Cause I act like a woman, even though I'm not a woman, and he likes a woman to act like a woman should. It's a Marilyn Monroe song.
Oh.
Craig, you have to do it tonight on a Facebook Live. The world needs to laugh with you. How lovely. I like the interaction more, though. I think it's more fun. He just called it Craig Rabaret, but that didn't really work. Cabaret. That's not bad. It's not bad. So yeah, Eurovision nights. I've been doing that on Saturday nights with pals, watching Eurovision, and I'm hosting this pub quiz, and there's not even a Madonna around, but I think I'm going to stick one in.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sacrilegious, babes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the rest of my friends care about Madonna as much as I do.
How dare they?
Ask me a Madonna trivia question. That'd be fun.
Exactly.
No, you ask me one now. Let's see if I'm a real fan.
Okay. Who wrote Sidewalk Talk?
Watch where you walk, it's the sidewalk talk. You better watch what you say, Cause the sidewalk talk can get carried away. You better watch what you do. See, I've liked Madonna from day one. I don't know who wrote that. I think it was John Jellybean Benitez.
Correct.
Have I passed my Madonna quiz?
Yes.
Oh, we should do a Madonna quiz one night. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my God, it'll be amazing.
People, DDAW71, anyone who's listening, send in a Madonna question.
Yes, right now.
That'd be quite fun. I bought this tripod that I'm using right now. Do Eurovision night on the live stream. Oh, that's a good idea. I bought this tripod I'm using right now. The coronavirus has cost me a fortune. I was sitting in the house the other day going, that shelf looks a bit dark. I could do a light up there, but it would need to be a remote light because there's no plug. I want to buy a USB light from John Lewis. But before you know it, I don't get drunk and order things. That's what I've been doing. The other day, I was watching Rufus Wainwright, which was a lovely concert. Did you see that? It was in his house, filmed by his husband or something. It was gorgeous. Because he played that lovely song, one of my favourite songs.
Which one was it?
What was Madonna's first UK number one? I would guess it was Like a Virgin. No, I mean, it seems like an obvious choice.
I think it was Into the Groove.
Oh God, we don't even know.
Someone Google it for us.
Someone Google it. I'll do it. Yeah. But yeah, Rufus Wainwright had this gorgeous song. It's one of my favourite songs. It goes, won't you take me to the Tear Garden? I remember singing that going through the Tiergarten in Berlin. And the other night he sang, I'm going to a town that has already been brought down. I'm going to a place that has already been disgraced. It's a song about America. And it's lovely. It's called Going to a Town. And he sang it there, and I was nearly crying. And all I thought was, I was crying because I thought my sound system was shite. And I decided that I needed to up my sound system. So there you are, drunk ordered speakers, which have just arrived.
Oh, did you put it in?
I was worried because they were arriving this morning, and I thought, oh God, it's going to arrive in the middle of this call. And the guy, I love the way things arrive, and they slide it towards you in case because they can't touch you anymore. You feel like you're in prison. You know, somebody kicks it along, and you go, oh, that. It's like, yeah, thanks for the deal. So, so this box arrives at your feet, and then one of my friends, a doctor, and he said, leave the box for 72 hours. Don't touch it. So you put the speaker. So you put the speakers in the garden, and someone steals them. No, apparently you can spray it down with disinfectant, which I've been doing.
A bit of vinegar.
EB, you were right. What was your guess again? Which one was it?
Into the Groove, babes.
Was that her first one?
Yes.
Her first number one. So did Like a Virgin not go to number one?
No.
No.
Honestly,
I never want you to say that word any other way.
No.
It always sounds like a car passing you by really fast. I deliberately say things when I'm in Australia so that people don't say yes, they say never forget away. Someone's called Tash. I love that. These names are great. I don't know. I can't tell. I think it's a girl. What an unfortunate name for a girl. There's Wham Bam Pam.
We love Tash.
I just love Wham Bam Pam Pam. That tells me a lot about her life.
It's very quick, isn't it?
So listen, do you know I've been on a keep fit thing?
No, it tells me.
Yeah.
How have you been keeping fit in this time?
Well, my right hand is like starfish. I bought a cross trainer the day before lockdown because because I really don't like running. I don't like running outside. It's hard on your knees, and the only thing I like doing in the gym is that one because it's not cross training. It's actually dancing. Do you know?
I love the cross trainer.
Never too late. We've still got time. Never too late. You can still be mine. It's what? And I love that. And what year did Madonna become irrelevant?
Get off this channel now.
Right about now. I think the moment she sat in the bath. Anyway, so still a fan, no matter what. So yeah.
Hi, Simon.
So the day before, hi Simon, shine bright like a diamond. The day before lockdown, I was thinking, God, the only thing I like doing is that cross trainer thing.
Me too.
So my gym membership gets cancelled for 3 months. So I thought, well, probably cost the same amount of money to get one. So it did more or less. So I got one and I put it in the garden so that people knew I was a total tit. And then I did it for one day and I thought I can't do that anymore. I'm not really keen on having those things in the house, so I'll probably sell it straight afterwards. But I absolutely, honestly, it's been a godsend. This cross trainer, I absolutely love it. So
cross trainer is the best.
But the great thing is, again, you have to do it at a certain tempo, right? So there's only, so you might think, Frozen is good, but Frozen's not very good. Frozen, it has to be What's that one? Sky fits heaven, so use it. It has to be. You have to be going like that. Oh my God, it's so exciting! And the other was Steps the other day. That was fun. Do you know that one? Story of my heart, I let myself open wide. And unfortunate punchline. Anyway, I was dancing. Cross training to music the other day. Do you know? And the thing is, if you're cross training for a week, there's only so much Madonna and Kylie you can listen to. So now, I'm not joking. I have rediscovered the Pet Shop Boys.
I love.
Well, someone said I should be dancing to. Nearly revealed the no trousers. There, Craig. That's from Callum Horn. I know how he's thinking. So I was cross training to the Pet Shop Boys. I've not listened to them for years, but honestly, I like them, but I've not listened to them for years. I am falling in love with them, and because I'm anal retentive and organized, I'm going through them chronologically, the other way around. What's the opposite of chronologically? From recent to past, and at the moment, their album Super is fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I recommend it for a cross trainer because I'm specifically looking for songs to cross train to. Also, I've just missed it. Says cross train to that, but I don't know what they were referring to.
I love
backwards. Somebody I said, what's the opposite of chronological? Gave it backwards.
I love domino dancing.
Oh yes, yeah. I tell you what, I love the other day.
Album.
Well, what's the one the other day?
As well.
Yeah, do. I can't. That's just a finger dance. Do. You've moved your camera. It was really unfair. I can't even see Madonna anymore. The background in your picture. By the way, see when we're chatting, can everyone see you as well?
Yeah, it's so.
Oh, that's nice. Say hello. So, what are you looking at? You just reminded me. Years ago, I used to do a song about shopping. With Madonna's Vogue, I used to go, look around, everywhere you turn there's conflicts, it's everywhere that you go, look around, you try everything you can to escape the pain of shopping at the core. It makes no difference if you're black or white, if you're a boy or a girl, if the food is good and the price is right at the superstore, yes, that's where you are, you know it, come on, shop. Let your trolley move to the cash desk. Hey, hey, hey. Marshall Spencer, William Love, Safeway, Gateway, and Tesco. As the Presto, John Menzies too. Boots the Chemist, we love you. Shopping with an attitude. Prices that are really good. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Grab a trolley, there's nothing to it. Shop. I used to do that. When I was at drama college because I used to Vogue all the time, and because that's the gay law.
It was 93 that time.
But honestly, I would totally recommend the Pet Shop Boys. That album Super and the album Electric. So it's between those two. I can't decide which one I love the most. But they're really getting me going in the morning. And honestly, I've got this little group called In Bed with Dominion, because we went to the Dominion Cinema in Edinburgh. You can hire it out to show a film, and I showed In Bed with Madonna. And I only invited people who love Madonna. I even got to somebody in the street I don't even know who lives at the top of the street. And I knew he was a friend of a friend. And I said, hello, we've never met before, but I know you like Madonna. Do you want to come to my Madonna night? And I said, I only want people who really, really, really love Madonna to come. So he came to it and we all did it. And we started this little group. So I communicate with them every day about what song is on my treadmill. And they recommended the Pet Shop Boys, and I'm falling in love with them. And yesterday I found out that the Pet Shop Boys did the music. Watermelon Cocoa Pop is the highlight of our weeks these days. Oh, that's sweet. Pet Shop Boys did the music for a ballet, apparently. Because yesterday I was listening to oh my God, it was gorgeous. I was listening to this, and I thought, oh God, I have to go outside in the street and make a video. So I just put glasses. I didn't make a video, but in your head you walk through your street going, and I was walking through the street with my sunglasses on, just go, I feel like I'm in a video. I feel like I'm in a 1980s video. This is cool.
Yeah. What was the ballet music like? Was it
absolutely gorgeous? Well, it was kind of a mixture of them. Yeah, it's a whole soundtrack. And I can't remember the name of it because I need to look up on my phone, which is, in front of me. Anyway, look up the Pet Shop Boys. It's a beautiful album. I'm totally falling in love with that. But that's my slow, chilled out, either in the garden or having a walk around. So And we go for a walk every day and taking photographs of Edinburgh.
Awesome. And
Gorgeous.
what about you have a tradition giving the nurse the clap?
What's that?
Giving the nurse the clap?
Do you not do that in Australia?
No.
Oh, of course you haven't got an NHS. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, this has really been the highlight in most people's weeks. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely moment. Everyone goes out in the street at 8 o'clock every Thursday night and they give the NHS the clap. A clap. And it is, honestly, it's really, really moving. And every week is more and more people doing it. And my neighbour is a doctor. So he came out the other night and I introduced him to all the other neighbours. I said, oh, we've got a member of the NHS. And he was nearly crying. He said he's never been more proud to be a doctor.
So
and,
beautiful.
and they really are putting themselves at risk. So everyone's really, really appreciative of what they're doing. It's the loveliest moment of the week. It's such a lovely gesture. And I think in this isolated world where everyone's been obedient and keeping themselves to themselves, it's a moment where you feel a sense of community, which, sometimes you don't really feel that in a big city. So, and the guy at the top of my street was playing the bagpipes.
Oh, bless him.
Last night he played the bagpipes and I was like, I'm going, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. So can you imagine? I said, everyone's emotional enough without somebody playing the bloody bagpipes.
Exactly.
We'll all need to go to therapy after listening to his bagpipes. But he was telling me he's part of the Bagpipe Society or something. And they phoned him and said, anyone who can play the bagpipes, can you join in the Thursday clap by playing the bagpipes? It is so emotional. Really, really lovely.
I loved it. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why I bought me Rainbow Gym Pie.
Oh, bless you. How has it been in your neck of the woods? Have you been as hit as London or?
Not as bad as London. But everyone's been really obedient. I've been really impressed. When you go around the streets, they're so empty. At first I thought it was quite eerie and a little bit kind of just a bit weird and a bit sad. Now I think it's quite peaceful. I think because I like cycling and, cycling on roads is a bit scary biscuits. So now I find it quite peaceful. Weirdly, the safest place to be is in the middle of the road because no one's coming at you. I was thinking, you'd need to be a right idiot to get knocked down at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a car on the road.
It's terrible. And
watermelon cocoa pop likes my jumper.
It's beautiful jumper. I love it.
The other day I made a little video. I must put this online. Well, I don't know if you're allowed to use music online. There's copyright on Instagram and Facebook.
Sometimes.
And I did this little video of Edinburgh with nobody in it to that song, let it all fall down. We'll be two souls in a ghost town. And it was a perfect song for Edinburgh looking like a ghost town. And I want to put it online, but I'm not sure. I don't think you can put things online with music over it. I don't think you're allowed.
She's like psychic.
She knew.
She knew what was going on.
She knew. She had Madonna had that bath and those petals already.
she ordered 4 years ago.
She ordered hundreds of toilet. Yeah, she ordered loads of toilet roll and candles. She knew it was going to happen. And we did my Edinburgh Festival poster as well. Really,
yes. What was your take called this year?
Actually, I haven't told anyone what it's going to be called. But I don't think we'll be able to do it. Well, I decided I looked through all the rude words I'd used in the past, right? And why don't you come down the front and up and coming and all that and bottoms up. And then I wrote down other words, and then I saw this word and I thought, oh, that's funny. I like that word. I've never used that word before. So I looked and I thought, I've never had a one-word title. So I'm sure the show will kind of slightly go ahead anyway, because I'll do it in, we'll tour it anyway, so we'll see. Anyway, so I decided to call it Pumped. Because I just love that name. So you should see my face in the picture. So we've done the photo and everything. It's not going to be used for the Edinburgh Festival, but we've done it, and it's called Pumped because you might be, and because it was about. I thought it was such a nice positive title. It was really about being psyched and ready, and then it's cancelled. I was all pumped. And,
you should have called it cancelled.
I know. Then one of my friends said it was really funny. One of my friends was saying, well, it's quite funny because, if you think about it, if you took that if you didn't realize it was the title, it could be called Craig Hill Pumped, which would sound like I farted. Anyway, it's called Pumped. And I'm still going to work on a show. I'm still going to sit and do a show anyway, because you know, we still have to tour the show anyway. And you never know. I mean, at the moment, the Edinburgh Festival definitely isn't happening, but I don't know, maybe closer to the time they'll be able to do something a bit smaller, but nobody can predict that. We just have to wait and see whether it's going to be.
So are you guys still in lockdown? The whole.
Yeah, at the moment we are. Yeah, for the next 3 weeks. What's it like in Australia? Yeah, I've not even asked you that yet.
We're in lockdown as well.
But how locked down are you? Because I've got a friend in France who can't leave the house, who is, he's just salivating out the window.
No, we can leave the house for exercise and shopping, and that's it.
Well, that's the same as us. We can leave for medicine or to go and help somebody. Pump has been dumped at this window. Not yet, Margaret McCluskey. I think there's still some air left in Pumped. So we've done the photo shoot, and it was a shame because I've been doing the cross trainer. I looked the trimmest I'd ever looked, but nobody's going to believe me now because I'm not going to use the picture.
Oh, just bring it up, mate. Bring it up again. Don't waste it.
Hey, use it.
Chapel of Chapel is turning 25 this year.
That's me waving to my neighbour. I'm on a 5th floor. Yeah, he flies a microlight.
We're turning 25 this year.
Are you? By the way, it's a shame for people in the UK who don't know. By the way, when you get to travel in the future and you're allowed to go to Australia, please go and see this gorgeous theatre or look at their page because your page is gorgeous.
Oh, thanks,
the other night I looked at all the people who performed in your theatre as well as comedians, loads and loads of bands. Yeah. Beautifully produced. The lighting's gorgeous, the sound is gorgeous. You've had some brilliant people there. And I'm saying to people now, if you go to Australia, go and check Chapel of Chapel. It's a beautiful theatre in Prahran in Melbourne, which took me 5 years to pronounce because I used to call it Prahran.
It's your home away from home, isn't it?
It is me home away from home. It is, yeah.
And you've been coming. You have been coming since 2010. So
I know.
I just value our friendship so much.
I know, it's lovely. I mean, how many years is that? 10 years? And I can count and everything. And and do you remember the time I came to Prahran, to Chapel of Chapel, and they were doing an art gallery upstairs, this competition?
Yes.
And they had this beautiful picture, and all the local artists had been asked to sum up the local area with a piece of art. And this woman did it, and I wanted to buy this. It wasn't too expensive, but it was so expensive to send it back to Australia. And then I had to do a show, and I came out the show, and somebody else bought it. And I asked for a print of it. And I left a message for the woman, and she emailed me 2 weeks later, and she said, "Oh, you won't believe it. My son lives in Edinburgh. I will bring the print to you." So she brought the print to me, and I met her for a coffee. I met the artist who did the print. And remember when you opened our toilets?
Oh, yes!
I forgot that in your theatre. That's right. In your theatre, we had a red ribbon, and I had to cut the ribbon and say, I christened the Chapel of Chapel Bogs.
We had to get Scotland royalty to open our toilets, babes.
Well, all I know was, the Princess Anne wasn't available.
And we got Princess Craig Heel.
Yes, you did. But yeah, I love that story about I ended up getting that wee piece of art from that woman, and it's in so a wee piece of Melbourne, specifically Prahran, where your theatre is in my kitchen. Lovely.
What advice would you give to your 25-year-old self?
That's shave your hair.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. Yeah. It took me a long time. But actually, because I had a receding hairline. I did not have a good hairline, honestly. She's written career highlight. It certainly was opening your toilets. I didn't have, I had, what advice? I don't know. Pretty much did enjoy. Probably start comedy a bit sooner. That probably would be advice. I would never have thought to start comedy. When I started comedy, I remember thinking that's like doing something you're a bit afraid of. And I thought you should do things you're afraid of. That's the lesson I learned with comedy. Always do, because sometimes you can do more than you think you can. Like, I never thought I could do stand-up comedy, and then I did it and thought, oh my God, this is the back and riot. It's a riot. Show us the pickering, unhook it from the kitchen and bring it through. No, I can't do that. I'll lose the Bluetooth. I'll lose the Bluetooth, won't I?
I don't think so. Go do it.
Well, I'll go and get it.
Yeah.
Stay there. How boring for everyone. I'll be 2 seconds. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Craig.
That's really weird. You can still hear me. This has never come off the wall. Oh my God, the wall's filthy. The wall's filthy. I now have to clean this gorgeous
dust it. Oh,
isn't it gorgeous?
Oh my God, I remember that one. That's so cool.
So I think she's captured everything that's on that street in Prawn, the guy listening with the headphones, the beautiful tiles. Isn't it gorgeous? I absolutely love it.
Oh my God.
So apparently that is a paper cut. Is that what it's called? Paper cut, that's the style of it?
Yeah.
I'm so inattentive, that's really bothering me. It's sitting there, I'm going to put it flat. Nobody wants it damaged. I'm putting it back up in the wall. I'm putting it back up in the wall. I want Chloe.
Get back now, Craig Hill.
Oh my God. Imagine I smashed this because of this. How awful would that be? Can you still hear me? It's so weird. Never leave your station. Never leave your station.
That exhibition was called Art Town.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was lovely. Town. It was a beautiful exhibition.
I loved it. And what was interesting, the most interesting thing about that was that woman said, remember, D-Daw said, remember and clean the wall.
Do it today, babes.
So, would you know, nothing else to do. So the weird thing was, you know how you don't really know what you like, or you don't know if you've got any taste. And then when I showed the woman, she said it was a paper cut. And she said to me, oh, the one of the best paper cut people in artists in Scotland, or whatever she said, was called Emily Hogarth, and I couldn't believe it. The only other thing I had in the house was by this girl called Emily Hogarth, and it was a paper cut, and I didn't know it was a paper cut, and I didn't know that I like strict lines.
Me too, love it.
D-Daw says you're a midden. You wouldn't even know that word in Australia, would you?
What is that thing?
Oh, it just means you're really, really nice, different, unusual. Love shines a light. Someone passes the window, gets exciting.
So exactly.
That's how bored you are. You go, look, there's a person.
I see you've been putting flowers in your in your window to let people know.
Yeah, it's a gay sign. Yeah, it's a gay sign. You put flowers in the window and people just pop in. And, deflower you.
Can't do any of that.
Walk. It's quite funny. Your daily walk's quite funny, isn't it? Because you go for a wee daily walk and you're the only person in the street, and there's one other person in the street, and you're like, oh my God, it's so obvious. Everyone's checking each other out. Yesterday, do you know what happened yesterday? I was on my bike, right? I was on my bike and I passed this guy on the bike, and I thought, and he looks like that, kind of flirty, and I thought, oh, I smell you. So anyway, so I cycled past, like, oh, I played that quite cool. And then I went, where's my glasses? Where's my sunglasses? Oh my God. So I had to cycle back and trace my tracks. So then I was really desperate to cycle past him. And he was like, all right, and rein it in.
Calm down, Conan.
And I came down, you know, keep it to yourself.
Well, not in my area, as Kate said, not in St Albans.
Not in my walk. The other day it was my friend's birthday, and I went round to I snuck round and put a card in a plant in his garden.
To say you were here?
Yeah, just because, you know, I thought I can't really kind of,
bless you.
Can't really give him it. And then I phoned him and I said, go to the plant. And he opened it and got his card. And then he said later on, why don't you come round and you can stand, I'll stand in the house and you can stand in the garden. We can still toast my birthday.
Yeah.
So I snuck round, you know, and I thought, oh, this is illegal. But I didn't, you know, so he was inside and I was outside, and I took a wee glass of a champagne glass, and I took a wee bottle of Prosecco, and I poured myself a bottle of Prosecco, and of course, you think I'm not really supposed to be doing this, but I'm in his garden and he's in the house, so that's fine. I'll toast his birthday and say happy birthday. Then I realised he lived right next to a police station, and they were all looking at me. And I was like, oh, so then I hid under a bush. I thought, I've never hid my light under a bushel. This is wrong. And but anyway, I don't know if they saw me, but I did think, you know, you're supposed to be out 1 hour a day for exercise. I wouldn't believe 11 o'clock at night was the perfect hour for
That's the perfect hour of exercise.
It's nice and quiet.
Craig, we have to go.
Somebody's asking, was that Doug? No, it was my other friend.
I have to say goodbye, Craig. Because Instagram kicks us off.
This is absolutely lovely. I've never done this before, and it's an absolute joy. I absolutely loved it.
Hey, we love you, and we can't wait to see you back at Chapel of
Chapel.
Oh,
I'm so looking forward to flying over to the other side of the world. I'm so looking forward to getting out of the house.
Exactly.
Going up the road. Yes. Thank you so much for having me. That was great. What a great fun idea. I'll look at Margaret McCluskey says, Danke! Anyway, listen, we're staying in the house for a good reason. It's to, to not overload the NHS and to keep ourselves safe. And, let's everyone try and keep as safe and well as we possibly can. And I'm dying to get back on stage again. I'm so looking forward to it. Can you imagine how much you missed that? It's so exciting.
Oh, we miss you.
And remember, never forget where you're coming from. Never pretend that it's all real. Someday, soon this will all be someone else's dream. Right. Thank you very much. Bye.
I love you.
I love you too.